What's up, people? You're watching a clip from the Wresthings podcast. Make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review. By the Mandem, for the Mandem.
Quick question for you guys. I've been seeing a lot of negativity towards AEW last week. I've only just caught up with AEW this week. Like, why is everyone on AEW?
Because the product doesn't feel like AEW. Basically, this has been a discourse it's been like a snowball. Like, it's been a conversation that's been happening for months. But I think the Ric Flair thing was the needle that dropped, the straw that brought the camel's back. In terms of,
it was funny.
The Ric, I think with AEW as of right now, it feels like a product which is lacking in its identity.
Yeah.
It feels like it's trying to be. It's trying to, hey, we're still AEW, but we're trying to get the casual fan. We're trying to get the WWE audience. And it's like the thing about AEW that made it popular was that it was an alternative. It was something that presented a completely different product. But now it's like, don't get me wrong, the signing of Adam Copeland is great. He's a great talent. But with the signing of Adam Copeland, you're bringing back stars like Ric Flair. It's like, who are you trying to serve?
Do you know when I knew that this company's fucked? See a Big Show walk out of his hip.
Bro! Big Show, do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro.
Hey, when I saw that hip, he was, nigga swung his body to the side.
And it's
when
like,
I saw that, when I saw that picture, I was thinking, wait, no, you guys just took a bad angle. I saw the video, I said, no,
this is fucked. Like, for me, as someone who primarily watches AEW, I'm just watching the part like, this ain't for me. I ain't watching this bullshit.
I struggled.
I ain't watching this bullshit.
I was watching AEW, I struggled.
I ain't watching this bullshit. And the thing is, do I think people are being a bit hyperbolic in terms of it's the end of the company? No. But it is not looking good on the horizon unless the table is cleaned. Do I think the table will be cleaned? Yes, because I'm optimistic. But as of right now, I think the product's been going away from the original ethos of what AEW is. And this is why I always I was on the thing. I remember we used to have conversations before about like, oh, AEW should do this to attract this fan, and I was always like, I'm always for company growth, but know why you're here and know who you're serving in the beginning. And I feel like right now, in terms of Tony Khan's seen money, he's seen, oh my God, I can get the casual audience.
So wait, on that note, yeah, whose fault is this?
I can't lie. I low-key blame some fans.
But just because like obviously the network are clearly throwing more hours and stuff at Tony Khan. Like,
I can't concentrate.
Is he allowed to say no to that, or like?
It's saying no to free money.
Yeah,
it's the same reason why Raw will never like. It's the same issue that WWE have in terms of like, no, not WWE have, but WWE had in the beginning where it was like 3-hour Raws, ready to tell. But eventually now they've learned to like format 3-hour Raws.
Manage it, yeah.
But when we first got 3-hour Raws, everyone's like, "What the fuck is this?" But it's like, no,
I can't be laughing at that.
none of them, like Tony Khan or WWE, aren't gonna reject free money from the networks saying produce more content. I think it's partially, of course, Tony Khan as a booker do better, but I think it's also down to like not listening to certain voices online. Not everything you hear online needs, because I feel like,
as in Tony Khan.
Yes.
Do you know what I was gonna say?
Don't, because I feel like the part about Tony Khan that I like is that he's got his ear to the ground, but sometimes like
it's to his detriment.
It's to his detriment, because I feel like half of these changes are from people who weren't checking for your products anyway. But you're like, I want to appease these man, so I'm gonna start doing stuff to appease them. It's like, bro, the people that got you to the dance, of course you can always grow and you shouldn't be stagnant, but like, know who you're listening to. Like, when your product was at its hottest, we didn't have any of this bullshit. Like 2021, yes, we had obviously guys like CM Punk, Danielson, but the hottest angles were always from the stars that these man created. So it's like now it's like you're bringing in Big Show, you're bringing in the Ric Flairs for what?
Ric Flair.
Tony Khan is also a wrestling fan, so I feel like for him, the fact that he's able to, I don't think he's necessarily always just listening to people. I think for him, I look at that universe mode. I'm able to book some of my favorite people that I was able to watch growing up.
Yeah. Let me just add on to that. He has too much funds. He's playing this game at $99. Bro,
like
unlimited budget.
When the roster was limited, like you said, bro, we were seeing different stories, we were seeing matchups. Now, I definitely do believe like they've lost their identity in terms of like overprotecting stars.
Yeah.
Stories aren't making sense. You're conflating Ring of Honor and AEW TV. There's too many titles on TV. The over of signing of all these legends. Like, we don't need a Ric Flair.
We don't need.
Respectfully, we don't need a Big Show. Respectfully, a lot of these people we don't.
Big
actually
Show
need
was
them.
fine.
can't
He
lie,
was
I can't
at
lie,
the back.
we
I
don't
can't lie.
need
Big
Edge.
Show and Ibushi on a match card.
That's
graphic,
ridiculous.
That's from me.
That's
I can't lie.
ridiculous.
Ibushi.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
That's ridiculous.
Big Show that can barely moonsault versus a Big Show that can barely stand. Fuck off.
I'm
That's
out.
ridiculous.
But same way, I'm still arguing we don't need Edge.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't need Edge.
We actually
What do
don't.
we have
Like,
Edge
no,
for?
I'll be real. Outside of the pop, we don't need him.
What do we have?
Like,
We need Edge for.
He's not. The thing is, he's not going to like be a detriment to the company because of how good he is. But the thing is, he doesn't add anything new. The thing about Punk and Danielson that made sense within like AEW. Okay, Punk is literally Punk and Danielson came from that ilk. They came from They embodied the whole ethos of AEW where we want to provide an alternative to wrestling. And Punk hasn't wrestled in 7 years. Danielson wants to prove that he's one of the best wrestlers in the world, which is right in line with AEW. Cool, fine. They signed them, man. They're big stars and they fit the ethos of the company. Adam Copeland is a good star. But when I think of Adam Cope, when I think of, okay, guys from WWE that want to see in AEW, I'm not thinking of Edge. I'm not thinking of Adam Copeland. Don't get me wrong, he's not going to do anything bad to the company. But in terms of man that I want to, like, no. Like, I'm looking at guys, I'm looking at the current guys that are cooking in WWE. I'm looking at maybe the Gunthers, the Chad Gables, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at them, man, because them, man, are like, fit more with line with what AEW is, not Adam Copeland. For me personally.
Copeland could have been like a one-night deal. Say we had like a face Christian and he's going up against some dastardly heel and he comes in to help Christian win a match and we get a big pop at a pay-per-view and done. Like, that's it. His mate came and helped him. Like, signing Edge, like, it's all been said now. He's never been a draw. He's not making TV ratings of this, that, and the other. You pan to one angle of Saturday Night Collision show. The whole crowd is empty. So why have we signed Edge?
Because Tony Khan is now signing someone that he grew up watching.
But yeah, well, I mean, outside of
that's
the fact I'm
yeah.
appeasing the fan inside myself and maybe others, like, it's not necessarily a business move.
It's
like,
short-sighted.
yes.
It's short-sighted.
Also, is it also? I feel like one thing as well is also down to like, it's sometimes AEW is a bit predictable in terms of the next move they'll make. For example, if
Not anymore.
I mean in terms of, for example, when Edge drops his contract, we all knew Edge was gonna go to AEW. When Adam Cole signed to AEW, we did not know. It wasn't like some. Do you get what I mean? It was like, oh shit. When Daniel Bryan came out, it was like, oh shit. But nowadays,
But I mean, none of us knew Ric Flair was going to sign, so they're still doing
Yeah,
it.
and
but we
like-
knew that Ric Flair was eventually gonna come to AEW
No,
one day.
we didn't.
No, we
Not post Dark Side of the Ring.
Not post Dark Side of the Ring, bro.
I know that. But
Before
I'm saying,
Dark Side of the Ring,
look,
yes.
yeah, we knew that, but we knew he was gonna come.
The thing
Yeah.
is, I think the predictability thing was actually, obviously, we don't like things being stagnant, but the predictability thing with AEW in the beginning, even though AEW was very predictable, it was predictable because it made sense. Now it's like, now I feel like AEW's unpredictable because half of the storylines are coming out of thin air. It's like I can't follow half of the stuff that's going on because like you haven't sown any seeds. You're just saying, hey, fuck it, who's on Dynamite? Dynamite, we've got this match, and it's like, don't get me wrong, I love Banga Badizio. But the misconception about AEW, especially in the past, that I was always disputing was that they don't tell stories. They absolutely told stories with good matches. But now is the time where I'm thinking they're just doing matches. And they're not even doing matches properly. Because
It's basically a more expensive version of Ring of Honor, what they're doing. Literally.
because my thing is...
Even just on that, sorry, okay. The fact that Samoa Joe has beaten Jay Lethal's TV championship run, as brilliant as that TV championship
The
run
best
was,
TV champion ever. And this is
and
it's abysmal.
and they both work for the same company, and we saw how Omega has approached MJF saying, "You're coming up against my world record reign or whatever. Like, I want a match." Something as simple as that could have happened for Jay Lethal and Samoa Joe, and it's just literally we just went past it. And yes, we can say it's just a TV championship. Max, calm down. But like, that was right. It's right there. You see what I mean? Like, and especially if you are paying homage to Ring of Honor, like it was almost made for us to believe. Now it's very obvious that the acquisition of Ring of Honor was just for the tape library.
He actually doesn't know what he was
No,
doing.
it was just for the tape library.
yeah.
That's it. Like, you didn't actually need to bring Ring of Honor back from the dead because now you're not honoring its legacy at all.
even when it comes to the MJF Kenny Omega thing, I have a problem with that.
What's the problem?
The fact that we got a weak build for arguably one of the biggest matches in AEW is poor. That is poor.
Can be argued.
But it's poor. That shouldn't have been a thing. That no, it happening on Collision is not a problem. Where it happened, because cool.
Didn't happen on BTE though.
Why are we getting the build?
BT.
Why are we
the build up on BT?
Why are we?
You know that. I know you're right. Why are we doing this? But it happened from BT. There's a segment with.
But again,
why?
So the point that we argued years ago. Why does everything need to start on BTE?
Yeah.
I'm fully with. I'm with you, man. I'm on the same boat with you, man. But it's like, yeah.
No, but the thing
is,
no. If it started in BT in July, I don't care. That's fine. And then you build it up on TV. I don't mind things starting from BT and then getting the proper due diligence. It's getting.
Yeah.
It's like we knew from time. Not we knew. They knew from time that MJF was probably going to pass Kenny's record. This should have been built from time. It could have been a thing where you subtly be like, I'm approaching the longest title reign ever. Panther Kenny Omega. I wonder how I feel about that. Just slowly. You don't even have to make a big storyline. Just slowly say, okay. Slowly tell the audience, hey, okay, it's a slowly approaching time. Slowly. Have it in the background so that when Kenny Omega comes, it's like, oh my God, we've been building to this subtly for time. You don't need to be this dramatic thing. You don't need to cut promos. Slowly build to it. But it's like, they did that. They did a week where it was like, they did the BT segment, then did it on Dynamite. Then I think the week after the match happened. And it's like, I get it. And the match was monumental. And the vignette was, but it's like,
You deserved more.
The thing I loved about early AEW was it rewarded me for paying attention. I always said this is why I always will go on at nauseam about Hangman, the Elite Saga, because it rewarded me for paying attention. Now, I don't feel rewarded for paying attention. I feel like I can miss a Dynamite, come back and be right where I left off.
Easter eggs.
Shambles.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Just emu.
Yeah, but we used to have Easter eggs. We used to have bare Easter eggs back in the days, you know.
Bro,
I remember every episode there's Easter egg.
Bro, there was something to like hold on to where it was like, bro, for example, CM Punk debut. Forget about dirt sheets, yeah? Do you know how much they built that up? From Darby Allin saying,
Nah.
You're not,
That's
I'm
where
the
we
best
got
in the
long-time storytelling from.
Bro,
Long-term, it came from that.
like, bro, they built the Punk, even they built the Punk stuff so perfectly. And it's like, bro, this is, and I hold the
And
company.
WWE are doing the same thing now.
I hold the company to a high standard.
The same exact format that CM Punk was doing at AEW. With every minute someone saying something from like a line from CM Punk. That would be the same thing now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're gonna do it, but yeah. Back to what you're saying.
But yeah, no, I just feel like when it comes to AEW right now, I enjoy the company. Like, I'm not ready to say I'm disowning the product, because no, but I feel like I know what the product was. Like, this isn't blind faith. I know what the product was, and this ain't it. And this is me being constructive about the company. Like, I'm not gonna gloss over the company's flaws because I like it. No, like, it's not good enough right now. Can be better. There's good things in spite of the badness, but overall, I just feel like the company's lost its way a little bit and needs to like redirect and recourse.
Yeah.
I think Tony Khan spread himself too thin.
Yeah, he needs.
That's right.
Yeah.
He needs to be in Ring of Honor. It's over.
I think give the keys to someone else.
Or just been it. I was all for that, but it doesn't seem like he wants to let that go.
Yeah.
He wants to be in charge, and it's affecting two companies at the end of the day.
What's up, people? You're watching a clip from the Wresthings podcast. Make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review. By the Mandem, for the Mandem.